So basically, this video is going to be, can Ichigo destroy a planet? And I think he can. It's just at what point, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be going over that, his
Yeah.
earliest feats to like, Thousand Year Blood War, all the way
Yeah.
up to at least.
Pretty much.
And we're also going to go over speed and stuff and multipliers, different interpretations like low and high balled.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you know, it could be Ichigo video, mostly about his power, but we will be going over speed and stuff, where he can scale to.
Yeah.
This is our opinion, by the way, so
If you have a problem, there's a comment section for a
and if you want
reason.
to debate, you can debate us if you want,
Exactly,
but
man.
this is going to be our video.
Yep.
So basically, now we're going to go into,
Scaling.
so his
So.
earliest feats, Ichigo, obviously, a lot of people know about Menos Grande feat.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Menos Grande, just in size, is comparable to like a small mountain,
Yeah.
maybe even like a city, just in size. And
Yeah.
clearly the attack Ichigo. We're gonna go assuming if you know everything about Bleach, like you've already
True.
finished Bleach. No spoilers, obviously. I don't think I
Mm-hmm.
need to say this, but so basically Ichigo, scales to Menos Grande really early on, like 10 chapters in, like
Yep.
13 chapters in, literally a couple episodes in, already taking on a Menos Grande, like the size of like a mountain potentially,
Yep.
depending on what you think, and basically blocks an attack that is light based. No matter what you say, it's going to be a light based attack. Spiritual light is light, doesn't necessarily mean that I believe it's faster than light, but that's what it is. Like it's an attack that attack that could blow up like cities, right? Like the Doom Blast that the
Yeah.
Menos Grande was going to shoot out. Ichigo blocks it and then launches an attack back at it without literally knowing anything about his power, like not even
Mm-hmm.
knowing how to control his power. He's also 15 years old and he's already doing crazy shit like that.
Yeah.
Literally in the first 10 chapters. Like, what other character
True.
does that? You don't see Naruto, like Kid Naruto doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Not even Shippuden. Naruto
Yeah.
could do that early on.
You gotta.
Like,
You
One
gotta
Piece
get them.
characters don't do that, like, early on.
You gotta get these
So,
people so far to get the bleach. Like
like, in the
scaling.
earliest
Yeah.
chapters of Bleach, like, Ichigo is doing crazier stuff than a lot of other characters were.
Yeah.
Obviously, not like Dragon Ball level or
Yeah. That's
whatever, but,
that's fucking. I mean, Kid Goku is
but
literally a
we're
fucking
not talking
gag.
about that, though.
Yeah.
So, earliest feats obviously skills to Menos Grande. It was
Mm-hmm.
also stated that it would take the Zero Division to take on the Vastalorde.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you really
Like.
want to wank Bleach, you could just say first form of Ichigo, literally first Ichigo that we ever see is literally like Squad Zero level,
Yeah, that is crazy, but we're not gonna take that to heart,
Secret Division level. Like
Yeah,
that's
crazy,
literally what was
yeah.
stated by Rukia. Rukia also never saw Menos Grande to that point. It was
Yeah,
like only heard in stories. Ichigo basically took on this mythological being that like no Soul Reaper has ever seen before. Basically, like
yeah,
according to Rukia, by the way.
yeah. And Rukia is like at least 100 times older than Ichigo, which he
Yeah,
said,
Rukia
yeah.
is not the type to just like joke around about that. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
think she would be wanking some creature that she's never seen before to absurd levels. But
Exactly.
so that's early on.
Yeah.
Obviously, Ichigo also scales above Hollows, who
Mm-hmm.
already travel through time and space through the Garganta. They can just like absorb souls. So
Yep.
just the Zanpakuto Ichigo has already can wipe out souls themselves, like existence erasure them. It's crazy because Bleach characters are killing beings who are already dead. Like
Yeah.
Soul Reapers are technically already dead. They're souls that have already died. Hollows are already souls that have died, yet they die again. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
kind of crazy.
Yep.
Soul Society arc Ichigo basically,
Yeah.
tanks the Goku once he
Yeah.
gets his second Shikai.
Yeah. The
That
Sogoku.
thing
Yeah.
basically going to kill beings who are already dead. Its flames were already stated to be like comparable a million to Zanpakuto's, right? And
Mm-hmm.
just like a single Zanpakuto from a Soul Reaper is already like pretty powerful.
Yeah.
And then Ichigo blocks the equivalent of millions of Zanpakuto's. It's actually more than just a million. It's actually
Yeah.
stated to be like 10 million or something. Obviously, people like Kenpachi and like Byakuya scale above the Shogoku that Ichigo takes on later on once in Bankai.
Yeah.
So that makes Ichigo easily like thousands of times stronger than a Menos Grande, which is already, you know, mountain level just in size.
Exactly.
That's without Hollow Mask,
True.
by the way.
Yeah.
And so basically, we're gonna go over speed once we go over all the feats up
Yeah.
to your Bloodworm. Then we'll basically talk about his speed.
Yeah.
But I hear a lot of people saying Ichigo's only like mountain level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because in the Ichigo versus Aizen fight, he only blows up like a mountain or something.
Yeah. With the swinging
But
sword.
we
Yeah.
literally see way earlier on, like even like the Menos Grande's like the size of the explosion that fucking Aizen and Ichigo's sword clash caused, right?
Yeah.
So I guess if people are really good, try to say oh, like Ichigo when he fights Aizen is only like mountain level or something. I guess he's literally just the size of like he wouldn't even be able to destroy a Menos Grande by that logic, because the Menos
Technically,
Grande is
yeah.
literally already like mountain level.
Yeah, I mean,
And we're not even talking about Ukiura. Ukiura's attacks literally like could wipe out countries, states
exactly.
easily, like with single attacks. Vastalorde
Mm.
Ichigo destroys it,
Yeah, and
destroys Ukiura.
he even like blows a hole through like the ceiling of Hueco Mundo, which has like an artificial sun in it, that Aizen creates.
Yeah, so Ichigo already can scale above beings who, already have like country level attacks, like Ukiura.
Yeah.
Easily continental when you go through things like Yamamoto, like not being able to do anything against Aizen. Yamamoto is easily like continental in base, like multi-continental easily in base, no matter what you say. Unless you're gonna like downplay Bleach, which you can just get off this video then. If you're gonna
You
downplay
might as well
Bleach, you might
leave,
as well
bro.
just
You
leave.
might as
Like
well leave.
if you think Bleach characters are only mountain level or something, just like get out of here.
Yeah,
You don't
this
need to
isn't
be
the
here.
video for you, dog. I don't know why you're here.
Yeah. Yeah, so once after Ichigo goes Vastalorde, he scales above Vastalorde.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously in Katakura Town arc, even just Dangai Ichigo obviously scales massively above Vastalorde because he fights the the way Ichigo obtains Vastalorde is when he fights fused Zangetsu, which is the
Yeah.
merged form of White and Zangetsu. So that literally means Ichigo is fighting the power that literally allowed him to destroy Ukiura, who is
Yup.
already country level to continental, right? So Ichigo literally fights a fused power, and White's power was capable of enough to make him destroy Ukiura, who's country level. Then that White power, which is Vasta Lorde, fuses with Zangetsu, and then Ichigo fights that being for 3 months straight in the
Yup.
Dangai, and then literally a couple hours after in the real world, because like 3 hours in the Dangai is equivalent to like 3 months.
Yeah. Around there. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously Ishin holds open the Dangai for a couple months,
Yup.
which is kind of crazy. Literally upscales Ichigo even further. So this could already put Ichigo, I think, probably in planetary ranges, like Dangai Ichigo. I think he could probably start being scaled to planetary, going
Yeah.
by, Ukiura scaling with Vastalorde, and Vastalorde scales to White, because White's full power is easily what's comparable to Vastalorde. And White literally fuses with Zangetsu, which is Ichigo's Quincy side, and then Ichigo, beats the shit out of fused Zangetsu later on, like once he becomes more powerful enough.
Yeah.
This is also while Ichigo is like continuously fighting. Like Ichigo never takes a break practically the
Yeah. He's
entire time.
still 15 this entire time.
Ichigo's 15 years old and literally goes all the way from like fucking Ukiura versus Ichigo fight to literally all the way to like Dangai Ichigo without taking a break a single time.
Yeah, like he, even while he was, like leaving the Hueco Mundo to get back to, the Karakura way to fight Aizen, he was literally just on the move the entire time.
Well, and if you also think Ichigo's like only mountain level still, I mean, all I really have to say to you is, Ichigo's literally power representation when he's inside his like little mind world. We literally see like massive skyscrapers that are like the
Yep.
representation of his power. Whenever we see him talking with White, that's literally accurately the representation of his own power. Like all those
Hmm.
city-wide skyscrapers
Yeah, it was
in
also
Ichigo's world, that's literally his power.
yeah, it was also
So
said like if like they were actually lugging around like the size of their power, they would be carrying like skyscrapers of like size swords casually if they actually had their full
that's
powers
actually
out.
why Ichigo's first sword was so like big, because that was actually the first thing Renji said
Hmm.
when he saw Ichigo's sword. He's like, "Oh, that
Damn.
guy probably just can't control his spiritual pressure. That's
Yeah.
why his sword's just so massive."
That's crazy.
Which proves that size really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I think Ichigo Dangai form, even without going Mugetsu,
Yeah.
like in his that final Getsuga Tensha Ichigo Mugetsu, that can easily obviously be planetary,
I'd say
like
so as
with
well.
multipliers alone, like just scaling off of Aizen, who's obviously massively above, like Yamamoto
Hmm.
later on. So Katakura Town arc Ichigo, when he fights Aizen, is definitely planetary
Well,
by scaling alone.
yeah.
And then you don't have to get into Fullbringer arc, really, or Thousand Year Blood War arc to get the planetary. I think it
Because
just
like
like
it's pretty
proves.
obvious, This is like 17 version of Ichigo when he's in Thousand Year Blood War. So
Yeah, yeah.
he's clearly
So
above it.
I guess for some feats in Thousand Year Blood War, obviously Yamamoto's Bankai stayed to be like 15 million degrees Celsius, which is literally like easily planetary. Literally just Yamamoto's sword is planetary level, like
Yeah.
star level easily, because the surface of the sun is literally like 15 million degrees Celsius.
Hmm.
And then Ichigo fights the actual Yuha that Aizen literally got one shot by in the anime. Like you
Yeah.
don't even have to read the manga
Yep.
for this. You watch the Bleach anime and
We're
you
literally
literally
there.
see.
We're right there, bro.
Yeah, so Yamamoto fought Roy Lloyd, which was like the fake Yuha that
Yeah.
Yamamoto is fighting. Yamamoto then encounters the real Yuha, gets one shot by him, literally
Mm-hmm.
way after he already released his 15 million degree Celsius Bankai. So that means Yuha literally just like casually is like star level, and then Ichigo comes in and starts actually making him try a tiny bit.
Yeah.
So that's easily planetary, like no matter what you say. Even if you said Ichigo only made Yuha like try like 5% of his power, probably actually only used like 1% of his power,
Still
honestly.
counts, you know.
But I think that just proves that even Yuha with like 1% of his power was already like wiping out Yamamoto, who's star
Mm-hmm.
level, like verbatim.
Like it's just pretty evident. In all honesty. But no, man, Bleach Week. Remember that.
If you think Thousand Year Blood War arc Ichigo isn't planetary, you just
you're,
like you don't
you're
know anything. Just like
honestly,
you're just downplaying, Doug. You literally have no proof. It literally would be harder for you to prove Ichigo isn't planetary than it is for
yeah.
me to prove he is. So if you really want to debate and prove he's not planetary, just come and get
Please
smoked.
show
Like
up. Please show up. Please.
yeah,
Beat him.
lowball Ichigo. No matter what you say, Ichigo has to be planetary in
Yeah.
Thousand Year Blood War.
Yeah.
I think Ichigo, like a mid-bald interpretation, Ichigo could be like solar system definitely.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
Like that could be like like some things given, like depending on what you believe, also
Yeah.
scaling. I don't think Ichigo is consistently one thing. Like
Yeah.
I don't think Ichigo is just like always planetary. Like I think he could be solar system level. I think he could definitely be like even universal, just depending on what you say.
Yeah.
Just to I think consistently though, Ichigo is easily planetary. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's definitely a consistent thing. Like no matter what you say, Ichigo's planetary. Even solar system could definitely be argued consistent for them,
Yeah.
depending on things like the Aizen creating the sun in Wake Mundo.
Mm-hmm.
Movie scaling for Vasto Lorde could definitely make Ichigo significantly stronger.
Yeah, because like the planes or realms or whatever of hell that he destroyed through could be interpreted very differently. And then obviously the
Yeah.
gates of
I mean,
hell
if you
is
go by
crazy.
Helver's movie, Vasto Lorde Ichigo's attack literally blasted through every single layer of hell, and each layer
Mm-hmm.
of hell is at least like country to continental in size,
Yeah.
possibly planetary, depending if you think that there's like a star
Mm-hmm.
in the realms because
Yeah,
there
and
was
then
light.
yeah, it do be like that because like it just depends on how you depends on how you look at it, view it, and all that shit.
Yeah, so Ichigo's peak, though, definitely universal. I don't think he can really get past universal.
Yeah, because like he doesn't technically fully scale to Yuha, which can be winked. Not really winked, but get to multi without a doubt. It's just that like I don't think Ichigo's there yet. Even if he did cut him down, it's just he didn't
Yeah,
cut down the multiversal version of Yuha. So
that's Horn of Salvation, Ichigo. And,
yeah.
like with his Grand Race arrow, he could definitely
Hmm.
foderize pretty much everybody in Naruto, everybody in One Piece.
Hmm.
Jujutsu Kaisen, all dead.
Like
Literally,
literally,
I
bro.
think it would also take at least like Saiyan Saga Goku or Saiyan Saga characters to take on Bleach characters. I mean Ichigo,
You're
because
bugging.
it's like spiritual light or something.
Yeah, I also hate the fact that everyone's like, "Oh, it's not light speed. It's not,
Yeah,
this
you're
or
right. It's
whatever."
not light speed. It's actually faster because it's literally amped.
Also,
First
Ichigo's
video,
lightning
first
timer,
real
boy.
video.